Hey, what's going on, ladies and gentlemen? My name's Agent Navy. Welcome back to Persona 3 Reload. Last time, not a whole lot happened, but we, I guess, recovered completely from our week-long coma after awakening to our persona Orpheus in episode 1. Uh, Junpei joined us in the dorm, and here we are in Tartarus, which is basically the thing that the school, Gekkoukan, transforms into during the dark hour, which is, for anyone who doesn't remember, is basically a hidden hour between yesterday and tomorrow. Always at 12 o'clock. Um, I won't give you too much more lore. Because, if you guys don't understand something, you can always go back to the last video. I won't waste much more time. So, that being said, let's get right into it. Let's go infiltrate Tartarus.
All right.
Are you all ready? I'm ready. Good luck. Oh, it looks so good.
So, it's the real deal from here on, huh?
It's easy to get
Excuse me.
lost in. Can you all hear me?
Whoa! Is that you, Senpai?
I'll be providing audio backup from here on out. Keep that in mind.
Wait, are you saying you can see this place from all the way out there?
It's my persona's ability. The structure of Tartarus actually changes from day to day. I'd like to join you up there, but we need someone to provide outside support.
That's even more concerning.
Now, based on your current location, you can expect to encounter enemies at any time. They shouldn't be too tough, but proceed with caution. You'll get the hang of it as you go.
Right.
Got it.
Okay.
Why is she always like that?
Right. Let's begin. Defeat all the shadows on that floor. I'll support you as much as I can, but it's up to you to learn something out there.
Alright, here we are. So, whoa. This feels so good. Hold on. Okay. Before we get going, we have some outfits that should probably appear here. So let's see if I wanted to go to. Yeah. Okay. This is pretty cool, actually. So we can go in the Shujin uniform. That's doesn't quite fit Minato, if I'm being completely honest. And of course, we can put the guy, literally make him be Joker from Persona 5. If I'm not mistaken, I won't be showing off everything. You guys can, I might put an image or something on screen. Yukari, she's going to be wearing On's, or Panther's Phantom Thief outfit. I'm sure you guys all know about Persona 5. I don't think I have to explain too much. If you know, you know. If you don't, you know. I wonder if we'll be unlocking more later. I'm not 100% sure. I'm sure we will, though. Junpei here can get Pirate Armor, which is supposed to be Ryuji's or Skull's from... Well, they're all going to be from Persona 5. But yeah. I won't press on too much about that. We'll keep what we got for now. But, I might switch up equipment, like, as the episodes go on. Just to keep things fresh. So if you guys have any requests for, future, like, outfits, you want to be... They'll only show up here in Tartarus, I'm pretty sure. If you guys want, to see someone in a certain outfit, or, if you want to, whatever, just tell me what you want to see. Because, honestly, I really don't know. But for now, we'll rock the regular. And we'll get going. Okay. Whoa. Okay, it's gonna take a minute for me to get used to this new Tartarus. Because, oh my god, in the, like...
Hold on. There's a shadow up ahead.
Before I was rudely interrupted by Mitsuru, in the base game, Tartarus sucks. It really does. Every floor looks the exact same. It's just randomly generated layouts. And it just feels more like a chore than anything. But here I'm already sensing that it's going to be a lot better.
This is the first real battle for Takeba and Iori. Proceed with caution.
Radio. Let's go.
All right, let's start by going over how to attack shadows. When faced with an enemy, you have two primary options for fending them off. The first option is to use your equipped weapon. The second option is to use your persona. But remember, every persona has its own strengths and weaknesses.
As I already went over a little bit earlier.
Knowing how personas work will be crucial. Try summoning yours right now.
Next skills. Yeah. So basically, attacks, or your regular attack here, like with the short sword Minato here has. It doesn't consume anything. It's just kind of a free, easy way to deal some damage. Of course, if they are resistant or flat out nullify your weapon, then that's kind of no point. When it comes to personas, you have SP, which is kind of like your to I guess compare it to another RPG, like I guess Final Fantasy, for example. It's kind of like your MP. Your skills are gonna drain your SP. Obviously, as you level up, you'll get more HP and SP as we go along. Some skills later on will obviously use more SP than this now, but Agi, for example, will never be more expensive than 3 SP. And no, these skills, like for Junpei, like we've seen earlier in the previous episode, I believe, he's going to learn Agi at level 4, but that doesn't mean that he'll hit, his SP consumption is going to be any different from Minato's, because it's still the exact same skill, just coming out of a different persona. There's also, well, I'll cover it here in a second. You know what? No, never mind. I'll go ahead and say it now. So, Junpei over there, he has an offensive skill. Or he has, I believe it was Slash, which instead of consuming SP, consumes HP. So there's a little bit of risk reward when it comes to using those, but if the situation calls for it, it's pretty worth it, especially if your specific character has a persona that can deal damage that. Okay, I'm wording this odd. Sorry, I'm going off my head. I haven't scripted this. Basically, if your character like Minato here, for example, his short sword will deal slash damage, and your enemy could resist that. But your persona could have a different type of offensive skill, like Pierce or Strike, and the enemy could be weak, or at the very least, it doesn't really care about it. It's neutral to that kind of skill. So, it could be useful. You just got, like I said, it's kind of risk reward though, depending on how much HP it's consuming and how many enemies you're fighting. Because yes, you're not always going to be fighting one enemy. Big shocker, I know, it's Persona. But I'll be going. I don't think now is the right time for going over the shadows. I will be going over like pretty much every shadow that I can. That just won't be here, but we will be targeting the Muttering Tiara's weakness, which is it has no weaknesses actually. So we'll just do a regular strike. That just so we're not wasting anything. Ouch.
Okay, looks like I'm up. Here goes.
That you are.
Check this out.
Woo! Nice damage, Junpei. Already leveling up. Now, don't worry. I don't plan to, like, grind to level 99 or some ridiculous thing like that. Unless it's, like, really difficult later on, maybe. Of course, any grinding that I'll be doing in Tartarus will most likely be off-screen. Or at the very least cut out if it's, you know, like one of those important ones like this one. I'm gonna try not to grind too much, but, you know.
How'd you like my persona ability?
Pretty sweet, honestly.
Yeah, that was amazing.
Well done, Igor. Considering it was your first battle, you did well. Takeba too. You'll be fine. Don't be afraid to show what you can do.
Got it.
Good. Let's continue exploring.
Radio. Oh, I was fixing to say. Okay, yeah. I should point this out. Even after leveling up, unlike some games, you don't actually regain your SP or HP. It really only just gets further away from you, which kind of sucks, but hey, it's not that big a deal.
Another shadow up ahead. Let's get you more accustomed to combat.
Right on.
The battle's about to begin. Everyone, stay focused.
Whoa! We got a big group.
All right. Next, let's go over a useful approach for defeating enemies. Most enemies have an elemental affinity that they have low resistance to. Not
Yeah, I already covered that.
It can also knock enemies down.
That I haven't said. I'll let Mitsuru do the explaining.
Knocking down an enemy creates an opening, letting you continue your offense.
Weaknesses, huh? Done. I'll show you how it's done.
Wait! Let me handle this one. Just point it to my head and pull the trigger. I can do this!
Oh, you're not so bad yourself. You can
Okay.
That's it, Takeba. You give it a try as well.
Right on. Alright. So, basically, as a dumbed down version of what Mitsuru just explained, even though it was pretty simple to follow. Enemies have weaknesses. Big shocker, right? So, if you target that enemy's weakness, unless they dodge, they'll get knocked down, which not only gives you a one more, which obviously is just another chance to attack. So you can either keep hammering them, or if there's another enemy here with the same weakness, you can target that guy and knock them down for a gimmick that I'll show off here in just a few seconds, because I know the game's going to want me to do it. But not only are you knocking them down and getting an additional turn, it also prevents them from attacking again until they get up, which I think usually takes about a turn or two. Could be different. I'm not 100% sure on, like, turn orders and everything. I just know it's kind of... Oh, my bad. I guess I can't change my... Alright, let's go for an Augie.
Well done. You struck the enemy's weakness. Keep that up and finish off the rest.
You can see there, a perfect demonstration of the one more. And by exposing the enemy's weakness one time, it'll log it down, so if you ever forget, you'll be able to view it again. But of course, I'm not going to let you stick around to find out what kind of let's player walkthrough would this be if I didn't tell you guys everything. Of course, I think there's a more appropriate time for that coming up when we're sort of out of the hand-holding tutorial section.
I did it!
Fantastic work, Takeba. You performed as well as I hoped you would.
Totally. I couldn't take my eyes off you.
Can you try not being a creep?
Yeah, that sounded a little wrong.
Great. Looks like everyone's gotten used to handling their personas. Leader, take note of each member's strengths and conduct the battle accordingly.
Right
I can
on.
still sense some enemies around. Let's move on.
Okay, well, not really much else to do, but do exactly what Mitsuru said and move on. Keep looking.
Heck? Hey, found some kind of boxy looking thing.
Yes, boxes like those seem to be scattered all throughout Tartarus. Sometimes they contain useful items for battle. Seek them out as often as you can.
Oh, sweet! So they're basically like treasure chests. Hell yeah! Let's bust it open and see what's inside.
Absolutely. There's never any reason not to open these things up, so you might as well pick them up on the way.
Looks like it'll be useful. It's up to you to decide how to use it.
Using items. It's pretty self-explanatory. I think it also might have touched on using skills outside, but I'm not too sure. I wasn't paying attention. But life stones. I won't go over every single item we got. I promise. This thing just revives, or it restores 30% of maximum HP to one ally. For a second, I thought it revived you, but if you die, but I guess not. Also, it's probably a no-brainer, but protagonist dies, it's game over. Someone else dies. Speaking of dying, if someone else dies, you know, you can bring them back up. But you better not be the one who dies.
Shadow detected. Looks like they haven't noticed you yet. Try sneaking up on them from behind. Make sure you stay out of their field of vision.
This is pretty important, honestly. It's one of those things that are kind of just more of an inconvenience if you don't do it. Mainly because, well, just like you can get the advantage on your enemy, the enemy can get an advantage on you if you're not too careful. And obviously, if the enemy gets the advantage, they go first, which is not at all what you want. You could always go for neutral, but I think it's just a better decision in general to just attack them from behind while they're unsuspecting. This was really hard, or not really hard, but most of the time it was kind of difficult to do so in original Persona 3. So hopefully it's a lot less mature than it is now. Which I'm sure it won't be, considering we have actual ground we can move around. But yeah, it's kind of going over exactly what I just said. So let's do it. Oh, here we go.
Next, I'm going to explain a tactic for defeating several enemies at once. First, go ahead and strike an enemy's weakness.
She's kind of touching on what I said.
Such as any enemy weaknesses you've identified. If you ever forget an enemy's affinities.
Yeah. There's the analyze. We'll actually just take a look at it. You can see it here. Though, just because you expose one thing doesn't mean that everything's going to get exposed. It'll show its stuff here, like its skill and attacks type, and its weakness, because that's the only thing I've exposed. I'm pretty sure it definitely doesn't have any resistances right now, but you know, just for future reference, you will, I believe, still have to expose its resistance. If you know, it's not just going to give you everything when you expose one thing. But anyways, let's do what Mitsuru wants us to do and target both of the enemy's weak points.
Alright, now knock down the other one. That's when you perform an all-out attack.
An all-out attack?
It's a maneuver that engages the entire team in a coordinated assault when all enemies have been knocked down.
In a very flashy manner as well.
Naturally, the enemy has no way of defending against this. It's one of the most reliable means of attack.
Whoa! That sounds so badass! Let's give it a try right now!
I bet it will be. I'm excited to see this. So, in like the original Persona 3, oh, hold on, I'll shut up and do it.
The enemy's down. Let's finish this.
Let's do it.
Get ready.
All right, shuffle time. So, basically, I'll do the explaining here. Shuffle time. Basically, I don't know if there's a countdown on this or not. If there is, we'll find out. But basically, shuffle time. It's a little thing that occurs occasionally after battle. Not every battle. I find it happening more times than not. But basically, it's a little chance. It's kind of like a little mini game that shuffles, as the name suggests. These little cards around, they could range from giving you personas, as you see here with Aspress. Let's see, they can give you a little bit of bonus XP, bonus money. They can restore some of your HP and SP. And you can also get weapons from them, I'm pretty sure. I think that's it. I don't remember there being anything else that you can get from these things. As we progress on, things get a little better. Like, we get more experience for the things that we do. Or for cards, rather than just one that we'll see in the future. But we can see here, we just got a new persona. And, God, that looks so cool. Level 3. And he learned Dia, which is that healing move Yukari has. And next up, we can see that he'll be that next level. Orpheus here will learn Bash, which is a strike move. Something that no one else has at the moment.
Like our all-out combo attack, you filthy shadows.
When I saw my opening, it's like my body just knew what to do.
You knew you just had to gang up on them.
That was magnificent teamwork. It's hard to believe it's your first time. As you grasp the flow of battle, you'll learn to coordinate with each other seamlessly. Let's apply what we've learned so far and continue exploring.
Exactly. Couldn't have said it better myself. Let's see. Yeah, it gets a little confusing here and there. It is Tartarus after all. But let's take a look at Aspress, shall we? So Aspress here. She is weak to fire and resistant to ice. As you might guess, her affinity is ice, because, obviously, hey, right there. She has Bufu, which is an ice skill. Here's her background for anyone that wants to read it. Pause it if you want. She'll learn Vaisudi, which we can see what it does. Cures freeze, shock, poison, down, or dizzy for one ally. Status effects, to my memory, unless they decided to, for some reason, change it. Not too big a concern like here in the opening act. But you know. Let's just keep moving.
I detect another shadow up ahead. Take advantage of what you just learned. Try not to alert the enemy as you move.
Yeah, you'll kind of see now what I mean. So we want to wait for it to... We want to wait to get a good advantage. And that didn't quite happen, unfortunately. But it seemed to screw off. And there we go! That's a successful one.
But the most important thing is making decisions based on the situation at hand. I'll continue providing support, but this time, go ahead and try fighting on your own.
Ellipses, exclamation mark.
You, my boy, are able to possess multiple personas and summon them at will.
Yeah. I can feel a new power within myself. Change personas. So, this ability is something that only applies to Minato. Anyone else cannot do this. He is the only one who can switch personas. You can't switch back in the same turn. You can spend as much time as you want trying to decide which one you switch to. Let's look at our enemies. So yeah, we don't know what they're weak to. And as you can probably guess, or at least I'm sure will be the case, if we go ahead and switch to Aspress here, I've been fooled. Okay, this is cool. So, correction. You can switch back and forth as you see fit. That's cool. Anyways, so let's hit him with a Bufu.
Your persona just now. It looks like you really do have a special power.
Indeed.
is our chance. Let's wipe them out.
There is no shuffle time. That's cool. Obviously, we're gonna mainly be focusing on that XP. Like, let's be real. Though honestly, maybe early on, money, or maybe even a skill card. Oh, you get a skill card and not a weapon. I'll touch on that when we actually get one. I'm gonna actually go with the money. We probably really don't need much right now, but I was talking about social stats a couple episodes ago, and basically, your best ways when it comes to upgrading like charm, academics, and well, not academics, charm and courage outside of battle, or not outside of battle, outside of school, is going to be, at least what I found it to be, going to the arcade at Polonium Mall and eating at like say Wild Duck Burger in the Iwatodai Strip Mall. I hope I got those right. I'm pretty sure I did. And of course that's not free. Worth it, but not free. So that's why I'm picking up money here. We do probably really need the experience, but honestly right now things are still pretty easy. And it'll stay that way for a little while. Mask of Cruelty. So I'll get into stuff like that later. There's a certain category of items known as gems, which aren't really all that useful to us at the moment. So I'll touch on that later.
The enemy has been defeated. Excellent work.
Was that?
Well, it looks like he has the ability to summon different personas. I suspected as much after the events from the other day, but now we know for sure. All right.
Okay, I think this is a good place to stop. There's a device nearby that will teleport you back. Look around for it. There should be some stairs nearby, but I can't approve any more exploration right now. We'll explore the upper floors next time. So yeah, basically, there's going to be teleporters. Usually, there's pretty much one on every single floor, believe it or not. They are one way, though. They'll take you...
Hey, I found some stairs.
Wait, we're looking for the teleporter, aren't we?
Exactly what Takeba said. Please prioritize getting back safely for now.
So yeah, even though we could really move on to the next floor, well, I mean, we can't, but, you know, we're being asked to go, do otherwise, so, you know.
Look, that treasure chest looks different from the one before.
Yes, that particular box is sealed in a special way. The box can be unlocked by its own mechanism, but it needs something else to work during the dark hour.
Ah, Twilight Fragment.
What's that you got there?
I wonder...
That reaction. Do you have a Twilight Fragment with you? Try holding it up to the treasure chest. Okay, so these are like new keys. Gotcha. For Twilight Fragments, I have is one. Using one should open it. Let's do it. No reason not to. And we got a Snuff Soul.
Not bad.
Ah, I thought that's what that was. That's a Twilight Fragment. They could be used on devices throughout Tartarus. You might find more in Tartarus or other locations with traces of shadows. If you come across any going forward, you'll want to take them. Right. Anyways, back to what I was saying. So there's teleporters, which are one-ways, as was explained in the tutorial. They send you straight back to the beginning of Tartarus. It doesn't matter how high up you are, because believe me, this place is huge. Like, we're talking over 100 floors. And we're only on floor 2. But, yeah. Teleporters will always send you back to the first floor of Tartarus. which is, your safe spot, the place where we can go to the Velvet Room, and do all that good stuff. But there are certain floors that have mini bosses, which have gateways, which basically allow you to go from the first floor to that floor as your way of fast travel. You can't ever go to a specific floor that you want to. Like, for instance, you can't go from floor 1 to floor 3, right? Or you can't go, you can go from floor 1 to floor 2 because of the big staircase. But, you see my point. You can only go from floor 1 to a mini-boss floor, which there's usually 2 or 3 in every block. And blocks and stuff like that. I'll explain a little bit later because it's not all that relevant to us right now. But for now, that's pretty much like a basic, like a really simple rundown of what Tartarus is right now. There's a little bit more to it.
You found a teleporter. Now use it to return to the entrance.
There's more to it. But that's like a really basic gist of it. Should I return to the entrance? I think we'll head back.
Welcome back. So, how was it?
I don't know about this.
Don't be discouraged. You completed your task, and that's something to be proud of.
Wow! I never knew I had that kind of power. But damn. Why do I feel so exhausted?
'Cause you were bouncing around like a little kid.
You say that, but you look pretty tired yourself, Yucatan.
This is different. It's like I'm having trouble breathing. What's going on?
Ever heard of exhaustion?
That's the effect of the dark hour. You'll become fatigued more easily. Don't worry, you'll get used to it. I have to say, though, I'm surprised. You all did much better than I expected. At this rate, they'll catch up to you in no time, Akihiko.
We'll see about that.
By combining my powers with the teams, I was able to stand against the shadows. I sense a strong bond with them. Ellipses! Exclamation mark, question mark! Just like that, our Fool Arcana is already at rank 2. Just like Yukari and Junpei, I feel tired as well. I decided that it would be best to return to my room and rest. How far are we in? For 3 minutes. Okay, looking good, looking good. See what Akihiko has to say. You guys did a great job. But you won't have to shoulder the burden forever. I'll help you out too. Just as soon as this damn injury is healed. Alright. Before we do that, I want to go to the Velvet Room. It doesn't seem like Yukari and the others can see it. I guess not. Alright, never mind. We'll do that when the next opportunity arises. I could end off here, but I think we can go a little bit longer. We're just pushing like 30 minutes. I think we'll be fine. I could talk to the others, but they're not going to really have much to say. And don't worry, anytime you come back to Tartarus, your HP and SP will be fully restored, so you don't have to worry about that. Ever. It's specifically... Though I do see that, unlike the original, because in base Persona 3, you would come back to Tartarus, or the first floor here, and your HP and SP would be completely restored, which is nice. That doesn't seem to be the case here, but I don't think that's going to be much of an issue, so long as we're conservative and, you don't want to use your SP too quickly, otherwise you're going to run out. And that's not really... That's more of a problem for, now. Later on, it's not that big of a deal. It's mainly a problem now because there's not a lot of SP restoratives, unless they change that in this game, but I'm pretty sure they wouldn't because it's been like that in every Persona game. Excellent work. I have high hopes for our future expeditions. The Dark Hour will be ending soon.
Salut.
Let's finish up here. Does that sound good to you? Let's call it quits. Alright, rest up and come prepared for our next expedition.
Yo.
Hey, you're a 2F, right? What's with that wary look in your eye? I'm Kenji Tomochika. We're in the same class. What do you want?
Sorry.
Nothing, really. I just thought I'd say hi. I heard from Iori that you're pretty close with Takeba-san. Is that true? Well, I guess it doesn't matter. I'm looking for someone with a little more experience anyway. Oh, crap. It's almost time for the morning assembly. Come on, we better hurry.
That concludes the main portion of today's assembly. Next, we'll hear a word from the Student Council. Please welcome the new president, Mitsuru Kirijo.
Thank you.
So she did get elected. Well, I guess she is the most popular girl in school.
You can say that again. She's got this intimidating vibe around her. Not to mention, this school's owned by the Kirijo group, right?
As I begin my term as Student Council President, I'd like to share with you my vision for this coming year. It is my firm belief that each of us must accept the responsibility of bettering our school. However, change cannot occur without sustained effort and an unprecedented level of commitment. That is why we must restructure our daily lives in order to rise to this challenge. I'd like each of you to dig deeply into your well of motivation and reevaluate your convictions. Strive to imagine a bold new future without losing sight of the realities around you. That is the key. My own ideas are but one person's vision. For us to reap the full benefits of our education, your participation, opinions, and enthusiasm are essential. Thank you.
Dang, what a speech.
She's spitting.
Do you, have any idea what she just said?
Yes. Sort of.
Sure didn't sound like something a high schooler would say. If it was anyone else, we'd be laughing our asses off.
Okay, time for class.
Alright, today we'll be looking at some Meiji era literature. Open your textbooks to page 12. You know what? I'm sick of this story. I already went over it in the last class. I've got a great poem we can discuss instead. Close your textbooks, everyone, and listen to this. Isolated clouds suspended over the tall, snowy mountain peak. I'm feeling sleepy. Should I close my eyes for a few minutes? No, I should.
What even?
Hey, Kenji, you'd better not be sleeping back there. You should be ashamed of yourself, napping while I pour my heart into this reading. You're getting another essay on top of the regular assignment tonight. But I was only resting my eyes for a second. I don't care. I expect a slice of cake when you turn it in, too. And don't cheap out with the store-bought stuff like last time. This has happened before. Force myself to stay awake and listen to the lecture. And I got a little bit smarter by doing that, I guess, even though I don't really see how I got smarter by listening to just a poem.
Yo, wanna stop by Paulonia Mall on the way back? Might wanna stock up while we can, since we got stuff going on at night.
That's another reason why I chose money.
There's a pharmacy there too. Couldn't hurt to get some meds in case anything happens.
You seem really into this.
You bet I am. If we don't step up to the plate, who will? The chairman said it himself. The fate of the world depends on us. Let's go, leader. First task, escape from the school.
Don't be so loud.
Look! It's Minato-senpai! Wait for us!
Have you noticed how popular Sonata-san is with the ladies? Man, take a look at that. I guess neither of us really got to know him before all this crazy stuff happened. He's a captain of the boxing team. Never lost a single match. I know that's cool and all, but who'd have thought boxing would turn you into a chick man? I mean, come on! They're fawning on him more than a harem manga. I wonder where they're going.
Hey, are you guys free this afternoon?
Huh? Us? I mean. Hell yeah! We'd love to join your little, group here.
What about the fate of the world?
Don't be lame. Even heroes need some rest now and then, you know?
Well, are you free or not?
Yeah, of course. No problemo.
I want the two of you to meet me at Polonia Mall.
Well, that's
You
convenient.
know where it is, right? I'll be waiting at the police station. Got it?
The police station? You mean we're not hanging out with your friends?
Who? These girls? No, I don't even know their names. Hearing so much chit-chat gives me a headache.
Oh man, he's
Anyway,
God. Aki, he
I'm
goes
going
so
on
based.
deck. Don't keep me waiting.
Wait! Senpai! Don't leave us!
Jeez.
Man, how can he not know their names? I mean, seriously, just look at them.
Do you know their names?
Anyway, let's go.
That's what I thought. Sonata asked us to meet him at the Polonia Mall police station. Junpei and I decided to head over.
Yeah.
Well, I was just headed there myself. You know the place, right? Let's go. Yeah, that we might as well just go ahead and do already. Looks like another place opened up to us, the Naganaki Shrine. To my memory, there's nothing really going on there, so let's just go on and head to Polonia Mall, I think. Might as well. And here we are, just like that. Alright, there's Game Parade, which is the arcade I mentioned earlier for social stats, mainly. CD, DVD. You usually get the limited or the standard edition, or both. For me... Wait, we can talk about this later. First, let's go meet up with Sonata-san. This place sells all kind of stuff. You need any kind of medicine? They probably got it here. Actually, you should stop by here after the police station. Yeah, so, you know, we kind of need to go to the police station, so who am I to not go to the police station? This is the place Sonata-san was talking about, right? Alright, where to go in? I don't know. You see him in there? I sure do. Let's go in.
Thank you, Kurosawa-san. I'll be taking this. Oh, these are the guys I was talking about earlier. This is Officer Kurosawa. He helps keep our squad well equipped. Oh, and here, this is from Ikutsuki-san.
Money?
Whoa, is that our war funds? You shouldn't have.
You can't fight empty-handed, so find something you like. Kurosawa-san has connections. He can secure equipment for us. But these things still cost money.
Of course they do. Nothing in life is free.
Truer words have never been spoken in a video game.
I realize that. Well, I'll see you later.
I've been informed about you two. My job is to maintain peace in this city regardless of the circumstances. I'm just an ordinary police officer, but it doesn't take a genius to know something strange is going on here. I'm only doing what I think is right. Nothing more. If you need something, we can talk in the back. Alright.
Now then, I don't have that much, but you should be able to find what you need. Alright, as you can guess, this is where we're going to be buying our weapons alongside that equipment and accessories. There's a difference between these things? Huh. That's new.
What'll it be? I got some stuff
I think we'll
you
start
might
simply
find useful.
just by
So feel free
giving
to
our boy
browse.
Minato a better weapon.
That what
Will we
you
do
want?
that for everyone else?
Good.
No,
That's
because
all
I don't
yours.
have the money for it. Yeah. We'll wait on the others. I'm sure
What
this
weapon are
crap's
you
gonna be
looking for?
expensive. It always is, yeah. Worth the purchase, but I don't think
all
we're
as you
gonna be
need.
doing that right now. But what? Ooh. Ooh, do I want a little bit more SP? Ooh, that could be really good.
Feel free to buy whatever you want.
We
But
might
I suggest
come back a
picking
little bit
something
later
that
when we have
complements your
slightly
physical
more
down here.
money. I just don't want to be broke.
You finished?
Yeah.
Come back soon.
If you want to buy anything, you know where to find me. Drop by anytime.
Can't believe the police station's selling weapons.
Right?
What's more, they only gave us 5,000 yen. Ain't that kind of stingy? I mean, kind of saving the world.
Yeah. Oh, we walked in here with
Oh,
3,000.
crap, it's this late already? I'm gonna miss the rerun of The Lonely Shogun. I gotta go.
The what? Okay.
Sweet. I'll leave the rest to you. I know, I'm the one who brought you here, but see me again, you know where. There's a ton of shops and stuff in this place, so you really should check it out while you can. All right, see you back at the dorm.
I think I'll take Junpei's advice and actually do that. Okay, yeah, here it is explaining stuff about social stats again. Yeah, okay. So I will go over not much, but a little bit. So as you might have been able to catch on already, doing certain things is going to advance your time. That's not just a story thing. Shopping and stuff, that's fine. You can do that anytime. But doing stuff like eating at a place or going to the arcade or something we'll learn. Excuse me. Something we'll learn about a little bit later. That's going to eat up pretty much our free time. We have 2 free times technically. One here in the after school and one in the evening. Tartarus is only available in the evening since it is the dark hour after all. Most of the time, it's available pretty much every night, but there will be that occasional night where it's not available. But that's about it. It's a pretty simple system, but it does require a lot of thoughts, and I'm not sure exactly how I want to do things yet. Like, I don't know what all I want to be prioritizing just yet. I guess I can't go in here, can I? Dang. But yeah, we can go there. We should check the pharmacy to see what's available.
Welcome.
The competition between pharmacies is heating up. I've got to make my store more unique or I'll be stuck. I'm starting by making Saturdays regular sale days. Come out this weekend and support my store. Pharmacy, you can guess what
like the new stuff we got in stock. Take
You
a
can
look
get-
around, yeah?
you can guess what this place sells. It sells mostly recovery items. So we'll buy some medicine. Not that much.
That's
Probably about
coming.
4. Medicinal powder is just better medicine. Muscle drink is better medicinal powder for medical powder. I can't speak. I'm sorry. Cat food.
Ones. Changed your mind? You made up what?
That's important,
Something not
or
right?
it's sort of important, but not right now.
Which
we might buy,
ones?
like,
That's all you want? Hey,
one of these, and I think we're good. Because, like I said, we really don't need to worry about side effects right now.
done already? Come
We
again,
will, but
yeah?
not now. So yeah, that's the pharmacy. That's the weapon shop. I already went over the game parade. Over here, isn't much. There's Club Escapade, which is the club Junpei mentioned a while back, but we can't go there quite yet. Yes, we will be able to go there at some point. Chagall Cafe I never personally use this. I'm not quite sure what it does. I don't even know if we can do it right now. I'm not going to take chances. Even though I know I can back up. But this is really what I came here for. The Velvet Room. Let's go in. And say hello to our friend.
Welcome to the Velvet Room. I have been anticipating your arrival. The time has come for you to wield your power. My role is to create new personas. By merging multiple persona cards together, they can be reborn into a new form. One could call it a fusion of personas.
There is much hidden potential within your persona abilities. We've never had a guest show this much promise in the past.
Indeed. And by establishing social links, you may be able to create even stronger personas as well. Oh ho! This shall prove to be most interesting. To that end, as you accumulate cards, please bring them to me.
If you wish to learn more about fusing personas in greater detail, then come talk to me so that I may give you some hints. I will assist you to the best of my ability.
Nice self-awareness. Oh boy. Persona fusing.
Welcome to the Velvet Room.
So, yeah, fusing personas. This thing, this little thing right here is always a ride. I don't do it as much as I probably should typically when it comes to playthroughs. I kind of find like a couple of good personas and I stick with it until they start falling off. Fusing personas, as you may guess. Let's see. So there's multiple ways we could do this. This is kind of the easiest way we could do it. We can view fusible personas, and to the left you'll see, or to the right, my bad, my directions are bad apparently. To the right, you can see the two personas we have as material. By fusing these two together, we get Nakamata. We can also do this manually, so we can do, say, Orpheus, and, you know, right here. Special fusion. This is nowhere close to what we really care about. Whoa. That's terrifying. For anyone who doesn't know, Saturn Isle is the ultimate persona for Joker from Persona 5. But this here is nothing too special. This is something that will be unlocked a little bit later when we unlock multiple more ways of fusion, because it's not just going to be two for forever. We can fuse more than two eventually. I'm not going to go in depth. I'm not going to showcase every single persona, because that would be like a 2-hour long video or more. Probably split into parts even at that, explaining everything about this. If you guys want to know, if you guys aren't sure about what persona you should be fusing or whatever, I'm not the guy for that. Like I said, I don't do this as much as I probably should. I do it when I feel like it, and I do it for the personas that I need/want to get in the future. And I would also, before I continue on what I was about to say, your personas here, if you're not sure about what you should fuse, I recommend looking up guides, usually online. I recommend Wikipedia, obviously, or Samurai Gamers, which is where I'm getting most of my shadow information from. They're pretty good about having like fusion charts and whatnot. So if you're ever looking for a specific combination and you're not sure how it's going to turn out, or you're not sure if it's the right decision, or if you're looking for a specific persona. Like, let's say when we do unlock better fusion for Angel, for the future. Like, for instance, we don't know how to get Angel, right? It's not possible to fuse Angel right now. You could go to a fusion chart, or you could look up. You could go simply look up the persona online, and you would be able to see what personas can be used as material to fuse Angel, for instance. Right off, and I don't know what that is because, my fusion knowledge is not the best. And most of the fusion I will be doing will be cut out. I'll probably show what I did at the end, but I'm not going to go through here setting up because it can take a while. Especially if you're trying to fuse multiple personas, just to fuse more personas. Trust me, when you get pretty late in the game, and you have, like, when you max out your social links and stuff, stuff is going to unlock to you, and that's going to take forever. Also because of grinding. And speaking of social links, I want to touch on that. So, we only have access to the Fool right now. But social links are very important to this game. And for any Persona game, for that matter. Basically, what that is, which Igor, he touched on that, but I want to see if I can put it in words myself. Basically, what they are is they're your bonds with certain characters, or in the Fool Arcana's case, the team of C's. Right, so you can spend time with these characters once you unlock the first rank, which is done usually by meeting a certain social stat requirement. I told you that when come back earlier in I believe episode 1. It's like, how do I word this? You put it. God, I'm bad at this. Again, I'm not going off the script, so this is why I'm kind of awkward here. But basically, you're able to hang out with whoever. The social, the Arcana that is linked to the social link. Whenever they're available. Not everyone is available every day. Some are, some aren't. Most of them aren't. And when I unlock a new social link, I will go into a little bit of detail on what they can do, and kind of like yes or no, should you do this. I'm not 100% sure. I'm not sure if it's possible to max out every single social link because I believe there's 20 in this game, all of which having 10 ranks. And you'll unlock more as you go. You're not just gonna get fed all of them right off the bat and be overwhelmed. No. Some of them will be progressed through story, like the C's, the Fool Arcana. That one will not, we can't hang out with, the entire team and let it grow. It's going to happen as the story progresses. We'll unlock social links later for specific characters, like, say, Junpei or Yukari later on, that will have their own social links that are optional, that we can, hang out with as we want with our time. And this will take up your after school. This was the other thing I mentioned earlier. And the big thing that you're mainly going to be focusing on when it comes to your after school free time. Now, you're probably wondering, if you don't know, why? Why should I do social links? What's the point? The point is, it's pretty simple. Not only are you just getting good side content, learning more about the characters as you get deeper on in the social link, just for better world building and, just so you can learn more about the characters you like. Not only that, there's gameplay to it as well. As your persona, or, as your social link grows, you'll know, you've already noticed that, social links are tied to a specific arcana. Personas are tied to a specific arcana. You might already get to see where I'm going with this. As you rank up your social link, when you're fusing a persona of a matching arcana. So let's say, for instance, here we want Nekomata. You can see she's she has the Magician Arcana. No, we don't have the Magician Arcana yet. But if we were to have the Magician Arcana to like rank 1 or 2, it would add a little bit of bonus XP, which would rank up her level. And I think I could be wrong about this part. It could also just generally boost the power of your persona of the matching arcana. That is the point. Now, does that mean you should try maxing out every single arcana? Yes and no. Some arcana are better than others. What ones are they? Right off the noggin, I don't know. Frankly, I don't know. Usually, just go with what you're interested in. Don't try and sweat about the meta. Like, say Magician Arcana. Like, this is an example. Like, let's say the Magician Arcana is like the best one in the game. You should max out the Magician Social Link ASAP. Because its Magician personas are the best in the game, right? That's not the case. I'm just using this as an example. Don't let that be the reason for maxing out a social link. Don't let it be the thing you focus on most, because there's other good ones as well. Because there's some social links in this game that are better than others. Most of the ones for C's, for example, are better than a lot of the other ones, at least in my personal opinion. Now, so that isn't to say all the side ones are bad. No. Some of them are pretty good, in my opinion. We'll cross those bridges when we get there, and I'll give my opinions on the characters more so when we're diving into those social links. But that's basically a brief rundown of the point in social links in general. They are very important, as I've already explained, and don't try and push them off. I'm not telling you to do them every day, because like I said, you still have social stats to worry about as well to unlock certain social links even. Like I said earlier, because let me tell you, there are a couple that are locked behind a certain level. Some of them even being like a high level. Like some of them require, like level 3 charm, for example, level 3 courage, level 4 knowledge, stuff like that. Some of them require a lot higher, like level 8 academics, like stuff like that. It's crazy. So, especially if it's for a character that you want to learn more about, or that looks interesting and you want to see more about them. Don't let hanging out with social links you already have be something that's stopping you from advancing your social stats. Just like I said, you really want to have a good schedule when it comes to this game, because of the block system. And it's not like you can really time travel or anything like that. Once you go through a day, you're never going back to that day again. That's pretty obvious, but hey, I mean, it's something I need to point out. Maybe I talked a little bit too much, but it's fine. So for now, I think we'll be saying goodbye to Orpheus and Aspis here, only because Nekomata is slightly better. I should also touch on something. So, money is also used here. I can't access it because we haven't lost any personas, but you can see that compendium. That thing, and you've seen me register my personas earlier. That's used to get older personas that you might have fused away back. Let's say for instance, after I fuse Orpheus and Aspis, both of them, because I registered them, will show up in the compendium, and I can spend a certain amount of yen to get them back. Usually, the better the persona, the more expensive it's going to be. That's pretty self-explanatory.
Please choose the personas you would like to feel.
This would be a wise choice. What
Oh,
do
and
you wish
yes,
to inherit?
our persona slots will be higher in the future. So we have the choice here of either Bufu or Dia. I'm going to go with Bufu, mainly because Yukari already has that healing covered, and we bought several recovery items already, so I really don't think it's that necessary, and plus I'm probably going to be taking Orpheus back once I get a little bit more
A new
money.
power emerges.
So, yeah. And don't worry, we'll only be watching this cutscene a handful of times. But yeah, oh, hold on, I just gotta shut up. Oh, okay. That's it. That's just, that's just kind of like a very brief rundown of what the Velvet Room is and the important, like, just how important social links really are.
This is your
And we can
progress
also
so
see
far.
here. Why am I able to get Saturn Isle? Why am I able to get Saturn Isle? Because it's DLC. Am I going to get this? Am I going to summon these guys? No, I'm not. No, I'm not gonna do this to myself.
This persona.
I'm
yes.
not gonna give me super, like, cracked personas. You know, just so we can have, you know, just so grinding can be a breeze.
Does that persona catch your eye?
We're not doing that. Don't worry at all, guys. I'm not doing that. But yeah, like you can see here, like if I wanted to get Orpheus back, I would have to pay 2,361. Yeah, I don't have that kind of money. Which is why I personally would more so actually suggest picking money over anything,
Are you finished?
at least in the early stages of the game, in shuffle times when
We
you're
look
going through
forward
Tartarus.
to your next visit.
But yeah, that's pretty much the Velvet Room. And you know what else that is? I think that's also probably the end of this episode. We've been going on for a little bit over an hour, which is double the time of last episode. We covered a lot in this episode. We covered Tartarus. We went to the mall we went to Polonia Mall for the first time. We got more lore a little bit. Probably spent a good, like, 10, 15 minutes covering all of the Velvet Room, because it's such a massive part of Persona and Megami Tensei in general. Like, not just Persona, like Shin Megami Tensei. It's a little different, but it's still very important in that game as well, or that series. But yeah, I think that's about it. If you guys enjoyed the video, be sure you show as much by leaving a like on the video. If you liked it, dislike it if you disliked it. Subscribe if that interests you. And hit the bell for notifications so you don't miss the next part. And yeah, I will leave a comment, by the way, if you want to. And I think that's pretty much it. So I will see you guys in the next one. Later.
So dance, while I put you